Some questions aren't curiosity, they're reconnaissance. Hey, I'm Dr. Lonna Denny, Bulletproof Babes, self-defense based on behavioral sciences. Have you ever had somebody ask you a question and you immediately felt uncomfortable? Recently, I've had a couple subscribers write in asking me about how to handle questions that they felt worried about or just uncomfortable with. One woman wrote in that she had a repairman in her kitchen who blatantly asked her, "Do you live here alone?" And it creeped her out. I get it. That would have creeped me out too. Another reader wrote that a coworker was asking if she had a boyfriend and she didn't know what to say because she had no interest in dating him. And she was sure that the conversation was headed that way. So that question's less dangerous, but it still made her feel uncomfortable. And it goes beyond discomfort because answering wrong can set the stage for you becoming a victim. Because some questions are information gathering, some questions are boundary tests. And believe me, you do not want to fail that test. Look, some questions are harmless in their nature, but they're being asked by somebody who's totally clueless to the fact that it's making you uncomfortable. And I'm going to give you some ways to respond so that you stay in control of the situation. But first, let's recognize when questions are a clear red flag. Like questions unrelated to the task. That repairman did not need to know her living situation. Unnecessary personal questions. Repeated probing after you've deflected a question. If you run into any of those scenarios, you need to get out of that situation, get away from that person, and realize that your boundaries are being tested and your safety could be in danger right now. Okay, let me give you the rule. When you are asked an uncomfortable question, fire back with another question right away. So let's take the repairman's question, do you live here alone? A good response for her would have been, do you ask all your female customers that question? The guy who was asking his coworker if she was single, why are you asking me that? Even if he proceeded to say something like, well, I was going to ask you if you wanted to go out for a drink sometime. Then you can address the issue and say, hey, look, I'm sorry, nothing personal. I don't do workplace romances. Look, even if you get tongue-tied in the moment, you can always remember, why did you ask me that? It calls out their intentions right away, and that there's a chance the intentions are innocent. I mean, maybe there's a valid reason besides trying to get into your pants or set you up for a crime. But this is important. It must be said in a neutral, slightly curious way, not weak, nervous, or apologetic. Why did you ask me that? The important thing is firing a question back keeps you in control. But another perfectly valid response is for you to just ignore the question completely. Just carry on like they never even asked it. You don't owe anybody a response, and you certainly don't owe anybody an explanation to an intrusive question. Hey, if you like this and you'd like to get more crime prevention tips, please sign up for our free weekly newsletter. Do me that favor. I'm going to put the link in the description. We never share your email, and if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe with one click. I hope that helps, and I'll see you soon.